San Diego State winning in overtime last week, and then came out here tonight and kind of laid one on the ground.
Raymond Cherry, and he is dunked. Well, if you're going to tackle a guy, tackle him. And that was done very nicely that time by Andrew Philon.
And Carson Sharp, the long snapper, also got himself a little bit. Here it comes, and pinned in, and then the long snapper, with a little help, gets it done. You're going to see him, he's right running down the middle of the field on the right hash right now, 61. He's going to keep the ball in front of him. Watch him get his head on a swivel a little bit, make sure he doesn't get hit on one of those peel back blocks and get P-rolled. But he helps Philon, excuse me, with the big tackle. So he'll go up and get it and take it away from the defenders. And Everett uses his body extremely well to ward off defenders, kind of boxed them out.
Well, you got a great look at Jared Fernandez, number 4 for NC State, almost got a finger on that. He had 62 punt return yards last year.
They've spun the dial on the special teams, and they're playing extremely well.
That ball had an odd spin to it. It just hooked right and went out of bounds, and hooked left, I should say.
Blocked by cell phone.
Bottom line is it's still an incompletion, and it's still 4th down and 10. So Brandon McKee is out one more time. A lot of pressure on this kick, and he managed to get off a good-looking punt. Fair catch made at the 23-yard line. That's a great job by McKee. Great for what it's worth. I completely agree.
It shows you the strength that Joe Selfo has, though.
Do they have a wrestling team here?
You might want to start one up like they did with football.
It's got a weird wobble on it. Little room, though, for Cherry. He'll get to the 35 and 36-yard line before he is spun down. So another nice return. He's running into some very good NC State defense tonight. McKee on yet again. Well, he put the driver to this one. And it's going to bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 52-yard punt. The Wolfpack for NC State, who came in averaging 235, 25th in FBS, and defensively was only giving up 51, second in the NCAA in total defense for Wolfpack, and they're not hurting themselves tonight.
Nice return game.
Well, Cherry's really good. And down the sideline he goes. Flags are down behind the play. So this spectacular run by Cherry will probably come back. There was a South Alabama player who really took a shot. 49 out as long in the season so far, 46. Brandon McKee, the punter, is the holder. No problem. Cherry's done an outstanding job again at returning punts for NC State. This one a little wobbly, and it turns left and goes out of bounds. And the Wolfpack's going to have excellent field position from this.
Brandon McKee is the punter, one of 2 punters we will probably see for South Alabama. He'll kick it to Jordan Westerkamp. McKee in no hurry and didn't get off a good punt. It won't be returnable, but it'll be great starting field position.
Snaps the ball when he's ready. There is no snap count.
Straight up in the air. It'll come down at the 24 and take a nice bounce for the Jaguars. Oh man, this will turn out nice. That'll land inside the 10 at the 9. You first guessed it. Let's see if Jordan Westerkamp can get some room to run. It's been a quiet day for Westerkamp. Bounces over. Touchback. Back to last year, he has made 10 straight field goals. One of the best kickers in the country.
Look at that shoe he's got on there.
And Sunanan now has 11 straight field goals. Congratulations.
Fundamental, you can't get frustrated because you don't want your players to be frustrated. So you go by the book and do what you're supposed to do.
Westerkamp will not have a chance to return this one. It takes a Cornhusker bounce, a real good Cornhusker bounce, and it's down at the 28-yard line. That was played in Montgomery, Alabama. They lost against Bowling Green. Interesting. Jordan Westerkamp still out fielding punts.
Been beat a number of times tonight, and if you don't think that Miami's not going to see that and not going to try it, and other people they play, you're wrong.
6 catches, 147 yards for McGee. Bobbled snap. Potential disaster for South Alabama.
So Thomas bowls in. 5 yards on the 2 carries and the goal-to-go situation. And Aleem Sunanan adds the extra point. 7-0 South Alabama. Quick punt is up from Brandon McKee, their directional kicker. Derek Keaton will let it bounce. In fact, he faked out the South Alabama defense. Let it go to the other side of the field.
Of a play, though. Don't be satisfied. Pick it up and run.
Extra point for Sunanan is good. Last week, Mississippi State wide receiver, whose one-hand grab you saw broken down at the half. So it's a field goal try for Aleem Sunanan. And Sunanan is now 14 for 17 on the year.
Without having practiced him a lot.
Aleem Sunanan with a short punt. Gets a South Alabama bounce. Derek Keaton will stay away. And the Jaguars will down this right inside the 40-yard line.
I understand that the field position, the book says don't go for it, but at some point, you're still trying to win the football game.
Some books say go for it. Just depends on which one you check out our library. Keaton at his own 35. A couple of nice returns have been negated by penalties today. And this one is a return of 10 yards. On after that drive, 44 total yards.
And to me, that's as much a function of the score now as the offense of Georgia Southern.
This punt will back Keaton up to his 25-yard line. He has some lanes to work with. Keaton across midfield. He's got McKee, the punter, at his sights. He gets by.